Hello everyone, so we just finished our right side tier, which was also our fourth tier. So we're going to flip it over to the wrong side. We've got our working yarn here, and we're going to begin with the backwards loop method to cast on our stitches. Okay. So now we have our gap here where we're going to be knitting our stitches together. So we're going to knit up to that gap. Okay, so we're going to knit these next two stitches together, and we're going to take our right hand needle, put it through both stitches knitwise, loop our yarn, and pull it through. And we're going to turn our work and knit back along those same stitches. Perfect, so we're going to turn our work again. We're going to work across to this gap here, and we're going to knit those stitches together. Okay, and again we're going to knit these two together by taking our right needle and putting it through both stitches knitwise and knitting them. And we're going to turn and we're going to repeat these two steps until we decrease all of the stitches along this side. Alright, so we just finished that first block, and now we're going to pick up and purl along this edge. So we're going to move our yarn to the front, and we will pick up along the edge just like we did on tier 3. This is going to be the wrong side repeat, and so how we're working this block is how we're going to work the rest of the blocks until we get to that other edge. Perfect. So now we just picked up these stitches, and we're going to turn our work and knit across the stitches we just picked up. Readjust our needles if we need to, and then knit. so we're going to stop here and turn. And we're going to knit all the way to this gap. And we're going to knit those stitches together. Okay, so we're at the gap and we're going to knit the stitches together with our right hand needle. Go through both stitches knitwise and knit them. So we're going to repeat these steps. We're going to turn and knit across these stitches. Then we're going to turn, knit across the stitches again until you get to the part where you're going to knit them together. It really helps when the yarn starts to change color, so it's easy to see which two you're going to knit together, but you will have that gap there as a reminder. Okay, here they are, two different colors, and we've got the gap, and we're going to knit them together. We're going to repeat those steps back and forth until we decrease all of these stitches. Okay, so we just finished the second block of the 5th tier, and we're going to repeat that block, those steps for that block, all the way across here and here until we get over here. Okay, so we finished all of the squares for our wrong side repeat, and we are going to finish the side block over here. And similar to like we did on the 3rd tier, we're going to grab our yarn and we're going to put it in front because we're going to pick up and purl along this edge. Make sure it's in front for this because we want to pick up and purl. So we're going to go in as if to purl, loop our yarn around, and pull it through. Okay, so now we're going to turn our work. And we're going to knit across the stitches we just picked up. Okay, turn again. We're going to knit across. And turn. So we're going to continue on this way, knitting across these stitches only, like we did for the third row, and we're not going to touch any of the stitches on the square. We're just going to knit across, back and forth until we complete the square. So we just completed the 5th tier, which is the wrong side repeat, and flipping it over to the right side of the work, we can see our shawl really taking shape now, and we're going to continue on in this manner. So we're going to continue working this way for the right side. We're going to end over here, and we're going to work back this way when we're on the wrong side, and you're going to complete those 2 tiers until you get to your bind off tier, and we will do that in the next video.